The federal government has concluded plans to conduct a national agricultural sample census. The census is aimed at providing the nation with basic data on the structure of the sector, as well as gross domestic product rebasing and framework to guide subsequent surveys. The Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed, while declaring open the one-day stakeholder sensitization workshop on the National Agricultural Sample Census, organized by the National Bureau of Statistics in Abuja, described the intervention as long overdue, saying it will serve as baseline for the government to evaluate the success of its policies and programs initiated in the sector.
Because it is important for us to have a baseline against which we will monitor the performance of the agricultural sector. Yes, MBS does measure the GDP, and we consistently see that the agriculture is the top performing sector in the economy. Even in the most difficult of times, the growth has always been a positive one. So it's either it's growing slowly or it's growing fast, but it has always been growing.
Earlier in his welcome remarks, the Statistician General, MBS, Dr. Simeon Harris said the sensitization is in line with the vision of the present administration to revitalize the agriculture sector by creating the environment for Nigerians to go back to farms.
The agricultural sector, among other relevant sectors, is at the center of the Nigerian economy, providing the main source of livelihood for the majority of Nigerians. Indeed, it is interesting to know that agriculture's contribution to the real gross domestic product, GDP, in the second quarter of 2021 stood at 23.78%, which grew at 1.3% higher than the previous quarter. This is a clear indication of the intrinsic and indeed important role that agriculture plays to the management of the nation's economy.
Other speakers, including the representative of the governor, Central Bank of Nigeria, lauded the initiative, especially as agriculture remains the largest non-oil export earners for the country.
And more importantly, commend the Bureau for its bold decision to conduct the agricultural census, which is aimed at providing the nation with basic data on the structure of the agricultural sector, data for our GDP rebasing, and the framework to guide subsequent agricultural surveys.
The aims and purpose of the Census of Agriculture, which is to provide the nation with basic data on the structure of agricultural sector through collection of information on agricultural activities such as agricultural land use, employment and production, and also provide basic structural data and sampling frames for agricultural survey.
A regular agricultural census is a critical component of national statistic systems, especially in a country like Nigeria that is dependent on agriculture and with so much of the labor force is involved in agriculture. In this context, an agricultural census is the foundation for fully understanding the state of the agricultural sector and to identify better policies to improve productivity in agriculture, but also to improve the well-being of the many people whose livelihood depends on agriculture, in particular the smallholder farmers.
For the stakeholders, it is believed that data generated from the census will assist the federal government in its policy formulation processes, as well as channel scarce resources to areas where they will make most impact. CNN News.